What's up everybody and welcome to another video. Thank you guys so much for the support and the reactions you guys have gave on the other videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure guys with this video you give me a like and a comment down below. I'd appreciate it, and you guys can always catch me live over at twitch.tv/demonize. I will leave a link in the bottom of the video. Alright guys, so today I figured we're going to go over the Summoner skill tree again. I do know that my first video on the Summoner skill tree is out there and it's received such good feedback and everything like that. But now that it's been out for about a month, guys, the game's been out for almost 2 months. It came out March 17th or 18th if memory serves me correct. So let's go over my revamped skill trees and see exactly what we should be doing as a summoner here in 2020 with it being May. Alright, so here we go guys, we're going to jump right into it. Thank you guys so much. Let's do this. Alright guys, here we go. Now I'm going to go over 4 different skill trees with you guys. I'm going to go over 2 summoner skill trees and 2 fighter skill trees. You can purchase an extra skill tree from the skill tree person here, blah. That's what I call him, blah. And all you do is you're going to go to him, you're going to go to add a skill tree. It's going to, you choose which job you want to add the skill tree to. It's going to cost you 500 AC to do this. Okay, so again, you do not have to purchase an extra skill tree if you do not want to. You can choose between the ones I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you the 2 different routes that I have for summoner for you guys. And I know some of you guys in the comment section are going to be probably saying, oh, well, Pet Switch Strike, melee summoner build's the best right now. I'm going to go over that build with you guys. Please keep in mind, guys, that some people are saying melee summoner is the best right now. I've tested on both, and I do not really see that much of a damage difference. To me, melee summoner is actually a little bit weaker, but then again, I have a full tech mag and not a full melee mag to be able to fully test that with. But long term, when the Phantom job comes out and Phantom is the best subclass for summoner, all summoners are going to switch to tech power build and a dex mag. So the fact that I have a tech build right now, I am more set up for the future of the game, where certain summoners right now that are going melee are set up for right now. Next up here is the skills at the very top. As you see, these are completely free to take. These will not take skill points. You got the sidestep jump, you got the first arts perfect attack addition. Thing to note that this is completely useless for summoner as a main class. As you see down at the bottom there, it does not affect harmonizer attacks, pet attacks, or techniques. So really that's only up there if you're going to use summoner as a subclass and you leveled your summoner to 75, and then you're going to start a fresh class that is under level 20. You'll get that bonus if summoner is your subclass. You got the air reversal, you have the perfect recovery and attack combo, and you got the double jump. You also have sidestep and perfect attack combo. You got blind escape, perfect recovery, and subclass growth. Subclass growth is pretty useful if you want to use summoner to level some of your other classes. Just set them as a sub job with your summoner, and then you can easily blitz them up to level 40, level 50, and then level them with advanced quest from there. Okay, very important skill as a summoner, assist share. When you switch pets, this allows you to switch the pet sympathy that is on a pet number 1, it'll go to pet number 3 whenever you switch pets. So that's an extremely, extremely important summoner skill to be able, when you switch pets, that your pets are always in pet sympathy. HP up are only going to take 1 point and only 1 point in HP restore. These are completely waste of skill points. Do not take HP as a summoner. As a summoner, you are not worried about HP at all. Do not even put HP on your gear. Your pets are your HP, and you'll find out why later on in the skill tree here. Down here, all attack bonus, you're going to max that out. Do not take quick recovery. Do not take unstoppable recovery. Completely useless as a summoner. You are not using items as a summoner, and you are not using Gelin Blight or status ailments as a summoner. Some of your pets do have a status ailment on them, but you are not to waste skill points in this. Pet Sympathy and DM Master. These need maxed 100%. Very, very, very extremely important skills. Pet Sympathy is going to boost the pet recovery rate and damage when your pet requests Shifta or Resta. You need to make sure you have this maxed out. At maxed out, it's going to last for 90 seconds. DM Master. This is what I was talking about where I told you guys, Summoner does not need HP. As a Summoner, your pets are your HP. DM Master does, if you would be dealt fatal damage to you, it's going to be done to your pet instead. Therefore, we don't need HP as a Summoner. The pets are our extra HP pool. So do not take HP as summoner. Make sure you max out DM Master. All attack bonus 2, pretty self-explanatory, need to have that maxed. Harmonizer up, it's going to boost the probability of pet sympathy emerging. It's going to activate 300% of the time, so make sure Harmonizer up is completely maxed out. Sympathy time, make sure sympathy time is completely maxed out. That way pet sympathy can be a full-blown effect. I believe it's 60 to 90 seconds for the full-blown pet sympathy time. And then we have easy sympathy, which is going to extend the receptive period of pet sympathy. So easy sympathy is going to make it to where you have a longer window to cast pet sympathy on your pet. And then long distance love is going to make it where Shifta and Resta, that when your pet asks for Shifta or Resta, they don't need to be by your side. So with long distance love, your pet's out attacking boss, you can see the little symbol above its head asking for Shifta or Resta. You cast it from where you're standing while your pet is still attacking the mob, and your pet will receive that effect, and it will put it into pet sympathy as well. All these need maxed out. Extremely important skills as Summoner. Summoner's Mark, need that maxed out. That's going to be a 40-second where it's going to increase the damage dealt by you and your pet. Here's the kicker with that. You and your pet. Summoner's Mark is not just utilized for your pet. If you choose to use Summoner as a sub-job, you can mark a target with Summoner's Mark, and you will do extra damage to it. So it's not just for pets. Enhanced Mark, extremely useful skill. Max it as well, 1 point. It's going to boost the damage you do to any enemy, any area on the enemy that has a Summoner's Mark affected to it. Now, for maximum damage, you do still need to attack where your Summoner's Mark is at. But let's say, for an example, you're fighting the Luther fight, and your Summoner's Mark is on one of his arms, and his arms go underneath the map where you can't target him. Enhanced Mark will make it where you're still going to do some extra damage no matter where you attack on the monster. Pet Recovery, 3 points into Pet Recovery, no more, do not max it, and then Reserve Recovery, 1 point into that. The reason why we're not going to max Pet Recovery, guys, is at 3 skill points, which is required to get to the trees below, it's going to recover 2% of the pet's health every 5 seconds. If you choose to invest the other 2 skill points, it's only going to go up to 3% every 5 seconds. So in my opinion, that's pretty much a waste of 2 skill points. We're going to go down below here. So Pet Elemental Precision Hit and Pet Elemental PP Restore. I will come back to these guys. You're going to need to make sure that Total Attack Up and Total Attack Mega Up, max these completely. As you see there at max rank, they're going to give you an extra 50 to all powers, melee, range, and tech. And the Mega Up's going to give you an extra 150 to melee, range, and tech. So that's an extra 200 overall. Extremely important to grab those. And then Alter Ego, you're going to max out Alter Ego, which basically it's going to link the pet's health with your health. So anytime the pet takes damage, you're going to take damage as well. But it's also going to increase the damage of the pet. Extremely important skill as Summoner. Advanced Photon Blast. As a Summoner, you're not really doing damage with your Photon Blast. I do not recommend this skill at all. Again, HP Mega Up. We're not going to take HP. We're a Summoner. The pets are our HP pool. PP Up. PP Up 2. These are not worth it. You get an extra 1 PP per skill point. So I do not recommend taking those. And then Total Defense Up, Dexterity Up. We don't need to take that either. So after you do the main tree there, guys, you're going to have 9 skill points left over if you have done all the Summoner quests and you've done the 4 X-Cube quests from the Summoner Master Pietro. It's going to leave you with 9 points left over. I have put those 9 extra points into Pet Elemental Precision Hit and Pet Elemental PP Restore. The reason for this is all of your Summoner pets need to be Light Element pets. Light Element is the best element in the game. All in-game content for us right now involve Fall Spawn. With a Light Element pet, Fall Spawn are weak against Light. That means Pet Elemental Precision Hit and Pet Elemental PP Restore are proccing 100% of the time when you're doing in-game content right now since it's for the Fall Spawn. So, Pet Elemental Precision Hit is going to increase the damage when exploiting an elemental weakness, and Pet Elemental PP Restore is going to boost PP recovery when the pet has an attack that exploits the enemy's weakness. So this is going to be where your final 9 skill points go for now until we get an update in the future where the level cap increases, which right now we do not have a time frame of when that's going to happen, but hopefully with the PC release happening later this month at the end of May, we'll find out, what's going on with that. Alright guys, so the second skill tree I'm going to show you guys is pretty much the same skill tree. This one I did mess up because it was my original skill tree, so I had 5 points in pet recovery, and then as you see here, I have the Pet Elemental Precision Hit, and I only have one in Pet Elemental PP Restore for the reason that there's two in the Pet Recovery. And the other one is up here. The other one is in Pet Switch Strike, which is a kind of a big topic right now in the summoner community, where people are saying, oh, go melee summoner for now until Phantom comes out, then switch to tech. If you guys want to go melee, if summoner is not your first job and you didn't start a tech mag like I did, you already have a melee mag, you can go you can go Pet Switch Strike, which is going to make all of your attacks from your summons into melee attacks. But the rest of the skill tree is exactly the same. And then the Pet Elemental PP Restore is going to be at 3 skill points instead of 4, since you're going to throw 1 up here in the Pet Switch Strike. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move on to the Fighter subclass. Alright guys, over here at the Fighter subclass, I'm going to show you guys 2 different skill trees for the Fighter subclass. The first one is kind of a mixture of some stuff because I used it to help level my fighter, and I also used it on my gunner sub. So first off, we don't need arms enthusiasts, we don't need the dex up, we don't need any of that. So melee power up 3 points into that, and then it's going to bring it down to here. Valiant stance up, Valiant critical, all need maxed out. This is a passive stance that's always activated. It's going to increase the damage that you deal when you're attacking an enemy directly on, just like straight on. And then Y stance and Y stance up, Y is critical. These are going to make it where you have to activate it, but it's going to increase the damage done from your pet when attacking from behind. Now, there's only a few enemies that have a weak point from behind, and I find myself not activating this skill at all. It just kind of sits on my sub palette. So I did make a second skill tree that does not include Y stance. But if you guys do want to grab Y stance, it will do extra damage if you activate it when your pet's attacking from behind. Do remember though that when your pet switches and goes to the front, you need to deactivate Y stance so Valiant stance can take effect again. Adrenaline, it's going to increase the duration of Shift and D-Ban. It's extremely useful on a summoner because you can just click Shift one time, you don't have to charge it up, and it's going to make Shift last for 60 seconds. Deadline Slayer, Half-Line Slayer, Photon Slayer, all extremely useful skills. Make sure you completely max these out. Half-Line Slayer is going to make it to increase your melee range and tech power when you're below 50% HP. Deadline Slayer is going to increase your power even further when you're below 25% HP. And Photon Slayer is going to increase your power even further when you're below 50% PP. Alright, let's go on to the second skill tree. Now this skill tree, guys, is useful if you've taken Pet Switch Strike and if you have not taken Pet Switch Strike. And I know what some of you are going to say in this skill tree. You guys are probably going to say,
but Demon, why are you using this skill tree when you're not a melee build and you didn't even take Pet Switch Strike? Why do you have the melee powers completely maxed out in the skill tree? This makes no sense.
So guys, the reason for that is because even though I do not have Pet Switch Strike on my main summoner build, some pets do get a boost with melee power. Even though I'm scaling off tech, melee power will still boost some of the pet stats slightly. And I find myself not switching over into Y stance at all, so I found that was a wasted of 30 skill points for me personally. But if you guys do find yourselves where your pet is attacking from behind a lot, make sure you do take Y stance and you activate that to get that increase of damage. So we're going to max melee power up to 10, max melee power 2 up, and max melee power 3 up. We're going to go down here, we're going to take the Valiant stance up, and the Valiant critical, completely max all this, extremely important. We're going to do the 1 in Adrenaline as well, that way we don't have to charge up the Shifta and D-Ban, we just cast it one time, going to last for 60 seconds. We're going to go down here to these 3 again, extremely important skills, the Half-Line Slayer, the Deadline Slayer, and the Photon Slayer. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, I would appreciate it if you gave me a like and a comment down below. Also make sure to subscribe. You guys can catch me live over at twitch.tv/demonize. Thank you guys so much. Please give me a comment below what video you guys would like me to do next. I do appreciate that, and I do try to answer all comments as soon as I can. Alright though guys, until the next time, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are staying safe out there in all this craziness that's happening in today's society. And I'll catch you guys later.